The Sun, the life-giving ball of fire at the center of our solar system. It has been burning for about 4.6 billion years, providing the energy needed for life on Earth. But how much longer will it last? And what will happen when it finally reaches the end of its life? Like all stars, the Sun has a finite lifespan. It is currently in the middle of its main sequence phase, where it fuses hydrogen into helium in its core. This process generates the immense heat and light that reach us here on Earth. Based on calculations, the Sun has enough hydrogen fuel to continue burning for another 5 billion years. But once that fuel runs out, things will start to change dramatically. As the hydrogen in the Sun's core gets depleted, nuclear fusion will begin to slow down, causing the core to contract under gravity. This will make the outer layers expand, and the Sun will swell into a massive red giant, engulfing Mercury, Venus, and possibly even Earth. In this red giant phase, the Sun's temperature will drop, but its outer layers will stretch millions of miles into space. It will be a dramatic transformation, marking the beginning of the end. After a few 100 million years as a red giant, the Sun will shed its outer layers, creating a stunning planetary nebula. What will remain is the core, now a small, incredibly dense object called a white dwarf. A white dwarf is the leftover core of the Sun. It will still glow from residual heat, but it won't be generating energy through fusion anymore. Over billions of years, it will slowly cool and fade away into a dark, cold remnant known as a black dwarf. Many stars die in spectacular explosions called supernovae, but the Sun is too small to explode in this way. Instead, it will quietly shed its outer layers and transition into a white dwarf, avoiding a supernova event. Only stars much more massive than the Sun can explode as supernovae. The Sun will take a gentler path, expanding into a red giant, forming a nebula, and then settling into its final white dwarf state. So while the Sun won't explode in a dramatic supernova, it will still undergo a fascinating transformation billions of years from now. For now, we can enjoy its warmth, knowing that it still has a long way to go before its final curtain call. And when that day comes, humanity, if we're still around, will hopefully have found a new home among the stars. The Sun's fate is written in the laws of physics. A slow, steady end rather than a fiery explosion, but until then it will continue to shine, giving us light, warmth, and life itself.